Hello there and welcome back to Empyrion Alpha 11, my little creative session. So last time I made this, yeah, basically. Still need to work on it aesthetically slightly, make, more piping. It's steampunk. More piping is very appropriate, as well as finish, say, colouring things in would also help. Like so. But yeah, it's done. That's fine. But the reason I'm here, I just wanted to demonstrate, essentially, how much this thing can carry in terms of weight. We know what the volume is, it's half a mil, 500,000 SU, but the cargo mass is apparently 4.73 kilotons. That is essentially, well, this is 4 kilotons, that's a full stack of combat steel, which isn't bad for a very cheap vessel, not bad at all. Sorry, I should have cleared my throat before I started this. Anyway, today's theme is going to be cargo SVs as opposed to CVs. So this is my old cargo master, but this is an unlocked level 17 due to these giant ass thrusters. So I just spawned it in, and I've been taking out the RCS because this thing needed a damn lot of them. So that's what I want to do, is get rid of most of the RCS. It was over by about stupid percent, and it still is, to be honest, as you can see. So clearly what we need to do is we get ourselves some extenders. Basically replace those RCS with the CPU. So we go CPU, unlock level 12. Well, this thing's kind of, let's two of these then. I think it's going to be T3, which is how much? 40,000. That's not bad, you know? You keep those RCS, keep that there. Numlock? Okay, right, yeah, numlock wasn't on, that's fine. I'll explain it. Put that there. And probably throw in a few more RCS then. Not many, because they are damn expensive. So where have they gone? There they are. How much do they use up? 750, that's not too bad, you know. I mean, yeah? How much does this take us to? It takes us over. Takes us over, that's alright. Maybe get rid of that one. And we're under again. We'll just paint it black for now. I think we'll paint this purple. Why not? It's just a colour. Okay. So here it is. Yeah, there we go. 40,000. It's T3. No, engines for some reason are off. But why? Ah, there we go. Oh my goodness. Whoa. There this thing go. Mighty fast, isn't it? As you can see, it's pretty decent to getting airborne. But look at that. Look at that thrust. Jesus. That is intense. Can't turn though, because of how poor the thruster alignment is. You see, it's really great to go forwards, but it's absolutely shocking at turning. Look at this. This is taking forever. I guess it's kind of how an actual plane would fly, but still, you know. Anyway, we're going to come in for a nice landing. So slowing it down is a bit of a problem as well. There you go. Ugh. No. That'll do it. Yeah. Look at that. That is some mad thrust. Alright, well there you go. There's that. But I don't know. I want to build a new one. I'll probably update this as well at some point. But today we are going to be building a new one. I think I might build this up in space so it doesn't fall into the ground. Will it go fall into the ground? It will. Yeah, I want to go up to space, I'm thinking. Which, if you'll let me, there we go. Solon, planet Earth, or whatever you actually are. What is this planet called? Name, Temperate Planet. Ah yes, classic name. Alright, so I do have a design in mind, which is why I'm confident enough to just go ahead and get on with this, really. So a new cargo SV that's a lower unlock level, I think ideally T2. That said, it's only 15,000. But I think we're going to do that. I kind of want it to be modular so that I can expand it. Yes, that's correct. Bit of a crazy concept, but we'll see how we can do. The outer hull is going to be container extension, yeah, definitely going to be that. Let's just get rid of that for now, actually. Want to think about main components, we want the CPU, probably here, the cockpit's going to be at the front here, and then it's going to be a big storage thing at the back, essentially. We'll put a couple of RCS points in this. Let's take a quick look at what we need. We need generators. We need the usual components, don't we? You know, the usual dribs and drabs. So we need a couple of fuel tanks. We'll need... do want to have oxygen. We need a couple of generators. 3. Potentially, we'll go fuel tank here. Here. The generators can probably sit like this. Something that doesn't give off heat, you see. It's too close, probably. I don't know how that works anyway. Onwards. What else do we need to keep this thing running? Do we want a fridge? CPU 30? Certainly doesn't hurt. Armor locker sounds good. Do we want it to be warp capable? No. That's when you would use the cargo master, which obviously I will go back and alter a little bit. Yeah, I think that's fine. Fine, just fine. Now I do want to build an ammo controller as well, but do I want to build it here? Probably not quite. So the cockpit's here, stuff back here. Alright, fine. And you're going to get in through a shutter door on the ceiling. Yes, it's going to be pretty extra, I won't lie. As for the container controller, the placement of that is probably quite important. I'll have it fairly central. How far back is this thing going to go? Well, if it's going to store 32k, which is what those are my intentions, to store that amount. But basically, it's going to come out from the bottom. Oh my goodness. I do hate the way I always forget that every time. Every time. There we go. 4,500. That's not very much, is it? Not very much at all. No, that's okay. We'll get there. I guess it needs to hold 32k. Really, it doesn't actually have to. It would be nice, but I'm not... I shouldn't really expect that. We will do this. Let's just extend it a little bit further out. Maybe not like that. Do need room for thrusters as well. But we'll come to that. For now, we're going to start building some sloped blocks downwards. I think we'll half slope it, or it'll come out a little bit too much. I don't think it'll look right. I think this is probably the way to go. Come on. Hello. Very cool. You forgot what you were doing. How dare you. Put that there. This along here. Probably should really be using symmetry mode, but that's fine. Just do it like this. Like this. Essentially, I'm going to call this thing the armadillo. That's what I was thinking of calling it. Don't think it's going to look much like an armadillo, but Because I imagine they have more sort of round there. They're more rounded, aren't they? Speaking of which, is that an option instead? I mean, we could finish off with a nice rounded block, but... One moment. 20,000. That's not bad. It's not bad as like a salvage. But you know, for aesthetics' sake, can we please have this be a little more... Yeah, there we go. I think that's a little bit nicer. So let's get rid of all these. Alright, back on we go. Alright, so we've got our basic storage compartment here, 20,000. SU seems pretty reasonable. We can get quite a lot done, and we can still add some more. But I'm probably going to take some away, to be honest with you, due to thrusters. Speaking of which, thrusters. What have we got? What's our unlock level on all these different things? Thrusters at round, large, unlock level 10. I mean, this is going to be an unlock level 10 thing, I reckon. What do we think? What's it so far? I mean, maybe it should be lower than that. Because this is the sort of thing I don't think I can afford to be more than 7, actually. I'm not level 7. Given the fact that I'm doing this before I build I've got a level 7 cargo CV, then I don't see how this could be more than level 7 as an SV. So that's the plan, is for this to be basically T2, yeah. What's the allocated so far? 3,000, that's not bad at all. So the storage itself is only using up about 4,000 out of the full 15 that it's going to have. So that's pretty reasonable, that's pretty okay actually. Now we've got 3 generators there. Go back to our thrusters here. What have we got? So you're unlocked level 5, meaning you're unlocked level 7, so we are going to go big on the... Yeah, big on these. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to make the back work, to be honest with you. Nope, again. Right, there we go. Gonna have like thrusters at the top, thrusters at the bottom, maybe. I'll be alright. 6 thrusters there. Could actually have an 8th one here. Yeah. I mean, I guess that works. We'll just fill the rest with either container extensions or other blocks, other such. Yeah, okay. Right, first of all, a little bit of light. If I can't see it, then there's no way you can. And do we have a triangle block? It looks like we do. Well, isn't that something? Right, I think I need to turn symmetry mode on. But I'm just too lazy, aren't I? I'm in the flow of things right now. There it is. Okay, that's good. But this needs to be something else. This needs to be a sort of that kind of block, doesn't it? Yeah, there we go. That's better. Alright, there we go. We've got the back there. So it's good that we were able to push the extensions out a bit more. What's it up to now? 21. Good, because we're going to be taking some away when I add thrusters on the side. So I'm thinking maybe at least 4 on each side. Not to mention we need plenty upward thrusters as well. I'll probably build, I'm going to build another layer underneath because obviously those can't be at the bottom exposed like that. So this is going to go way over the 20,000, which is great, that's what we want. So with this in mind, you know what, let's actually put in, for now, the extensions, however much we want. Good. Alright. What's that taken us up to? A whopping 29k. This is looking smashing. And then here, this is where it would be modular. So currently this is going to be a standalone thing, but I'm going to have a little connector here. So then what you would do is you would basically build the same sort of thing, just build it out a bit more once you've upgraded your CPU. You have room for your CPU here. I suppose you'd add the two there. I mean, that would be pretty good. Sounds legit. Right, thrusters. Probably have them in here. So we want two there. Two here. Right, I am going to actually bring in symmetry mode now because this is... it's taking a little bit long, isn't it? So, for symmetry mode, press N, in case you're unsure. There's your y-axis. So, it's the symmetry plane, you can do different ones, and you have to click on the block that you want it on. We want it in the middle, we want it there, we'd put it there. But this is our center point. So that's the place we're doing it. Over here, well... I mean, I could actually have it curving. Oops. Now the thing is, really, I should be pressing... if I wanted to get rid of the block on both sides, I'd use a block, and I would just basically right-click like that. Probably a bit better. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Nope, I did the wrong thing again. So we're going to need to get rid of some more blocks. Same here. Alright. Looks good. Alright. Very nice. And here we're going to have some half blocks. Well, why am I not seeing the basic half block? There it is. Crikey. Crikey, mate. Throw you in here. There we go, it's on both sides now. Armadillo currently looking alright. Is it? I don't really know. It's not for me to say. Need to round off the edges here, but we'll come to that. We'll come to that at the end. So we've got thrust in some directions now, but we still need to add plenty more. We'll begin with the top ones, I think. So probably 2 here, 2 there. Does that sound okay? If so, are these thrusters airtight? They are, in fact, airtight, so that's good to know. So what we can do is move you twice. Yep. We can move you. Alright. 2 thrusters there. 2 thrusters there. That's plenty of downwards. And then there's the main one. Upward thrust. There's where it gets a little bit trickier. Absolutely. So we want some of these in the same place, I think, just the opposite way round. So where is this? This is down like that, isn't it? Yeah, perfect. And same here. There's a couple. Out of interest, just how much just those 4 do, for instance? Let's go to statistics. Cargo mass available, or yeah, infinity, because we're in space. So we're not going to be able to test it out until we get down onto the planet. Once we've done, but we're going to need at least, I think, 3 times what this is here. In fact, I'm tempted to go to this entire row. We'll do this entire row. Yeah. Nope, wrong one. Let's say we are going to eat into a lot of this cargo. That's here, but that's fine. It's still over 20k, which I'm really pleased with. So where are the thrusters? Medium thrusters, please. And give me all of them. All the thrusters. There we go. That's it. Alright, nice. That's a lot of up thrust. An awful lot of up thrust. We've got 2 there. Probably make it a 3rd. And how many have I got at the back? I've got 8 at the back. 8 at the back. 12 underneath. 4 on each side, 4 on the top. Probably, no, 8 on the side actually. 4 on top. We don't need many on top. So this is, I believe, still a level 3 vessel, you know. So that's alright, isn't it? Okay. Okay, am I missing something? I still feel like I'm missing something. Something basic just to make this thing run. We do need some O2 though. Yeah, I would like that. Thinking, how do we put you up here? What's the generators been there? Just thinking, I have to actually be able to stand in this thing. So the person's always like 4 blocks. You need 3 blocks, don't you? So block over you. So this still isn't big enough. If anything, I'm going to need to take it down another layer, another notch. But that's fine because we can use that to our advantage to basically add more. Yeah, more space. So from here. Also, it means we can. You know what? Or do I maybe just have it come up at the front here? I think I might just do that. I'll just have it come up. Maybe give it a little spiky. Make it a cousin of the Space Hog. I think I'll probably do something like that. One of my other builds. So this is going to be a gap here, so you can add CPU units. We're going to have an O2 station, not O2 station, but O2 tank there. This is going to be the floor. Still going to be the floor. Really, I guess all you need is one little sort of... Do you know what? This could be it. Because if you have... is this enough? Yeah, if we use the outside here, then this is actually enough space. So it won't look a bit weird, will it? I don't think I'm going to call it the armadillo. It reminds me of like a sort of some sort of worm insecty type thing. I'll have to Google some insect names. I'll do that after this video anyway. But okay, what else are we looking at now? So we want to round out the edges a little bit. Let's give this a go. See what we think. I think, you know what, we will carry on doing that. There's going to be one layer of windows. All around. So here we're going to have cargo extensions sort of up there, up there. Yes, this entire thing is just made out of cargo extensions. Alright, and there's going to be a shutter on top. I don't think this is big enough. I do not think it's big enough at all. No. Well, I think I'm tempted to bring it down a notch. Yeah, let's just, you know what, let's do that. I'm not happy. Yeah, I think it needs a bit more space in the inside here. I'll add it. That can all stay, actually. Good thing is when you remove blocks in symmetry mode, it sits a lot quicker. So, what we're going to do is something like this. I mean, we're going to have to probably get rid of all these thrusters, fill them back up with another block. Just these ones here, though. So, that there. Line, nope, down there. That there. Brilliant. And then we can go ahead and put these all back in. They're a block further down. Okay, good. Excellent. Very good. Let's bring this down here. We'll work out the rest from there. That looks reasonable. I mean, like I say though, we will round it all out a bit. But I think that's pretty good. Things considered. I guess this is where I'd have it connecting out, so you could extend it some more. Yes, let's have that there. This up there. Alright, nice. Is it actually symmetrical? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, good. So now this comes down one more. What we can start doing is bringing that out here. This gives us a lot more room to play with. I'd probably still bring it up a little bit. So we can do... Just double check what this is at. Oh, it's above 32,000. Alright. Yes, that's not needed. Wow. Didn't realise we were so far over. Alright, nice. Certainly not complaining. Alright, another thing I want to check. When it comes to weapons. So Gatlings there, that's what we're going to use. We're going to bring in Gats for this. Everything else is a ridiculous level, apart from rockets, but not going to use those, are we now? It's probably just going to have the two. Just there to sort of take any drones that are left in the way. And we're going to build the rest out of steel, because I do want it to have some, I don't know, some ability to defend itself. There we go. Gee, I've been looking for that block for a while. Trying to find the right one. Okay, I think I'm starting to shape the cockpit here a little bit. Still going to be a bit unusual, I will admit. One way to put it. Gee, I don't know. I don't even know at this point what I'm doing. Probably something like this. Yes, that's it. Finally, not quite finally, there's two blocks that we need. One of them is a triangular one. Oh, no, they're both the triangles actually. Show me the triangles. Come on, I used to play that shape game when you were kids. We put the square through the square. I can do this. Boom. Next one. Red, there we go. Okay. It will do. It will do. It's not great, but it will do. And it's still 32k. So with that in mind, I mean, how heavy are the steel blocks? 8 kilos, 3 kilos. I mean, that's kind of negligible in the grand scheme of SVs. But along here I am going to make it carbon substrate anyway. Or carbon composite rather. So, got that along here. So everything here is part of the cockpit, so it's a little bit important. And actually, do you know what? We'll have this curl back inwards a little bit. So we're going to go with all this. Yeah. That's alright. Not do that because we're going to start shaping it inwards there. But for now, let's begin here. So we've got these bits in there. Might shove an armor locker there, maybe a fridge somewhere. Or I'm just going to block it off. Maybe more generators. That's probably a good shout. Yeah. Generators, please. Where are you? Devices. Thank you. Thank you very kindly. So we can go ahead, put those there. That's it. Big wall of generators. That's good actually. And hopefully we're still 32k. Can't believe this is going to be a full 32k. The whole shebang. Still not, now I'm not too sure about this because of its, I don't know, I think it should be a lot more central. Definitely, but we'll come back to that. I'm sure once we've sloped it all out, it'll be fine. This looks like a big butt. Big old butt, big old booty. Right, let's have this come out 4 blocks. So the idea, you would jump in the top with a shutter. Alrighty. So 3x3, 2x2. We'll just go for 3x3 here. How much damage? 200, that's all it can take. Ah, well, you know what? Actually, that's not bad. It's reasonable. And obviously you can use that as a drone hatch. So, yep, you've got your... You know, we need a cockpit as well. Standard cockpit. And it's just going to be a basic one like this, like so. But we're going to need more blocks. Yeah. So if it comes here, here we'll start, I don't know. We start curving the blocks now. Dunno, let's start with that. Then maybe we can start curving the blocks in. Like that, a little bit. As for up here, well, that's going to be the half one, isn't it? The full down to a half, which I swear they keep shuffling these things around. It's very confusing. No, I'm just being blind. Blind as the bat. Okay. Just trying to visualize if this is enough room. Yep, you can use your drone from here. If you need to do any scavenging on a particularly hot planet, perhaps. From here we will do that. Definitely want to start curving this, I think. I would like to do something like that. Then we want a little corner. That. So go up to here, because this is going to be window all around. How far back? That far back? Yep. Oops, that's not what we wanted to do. Okay, now let's get those window blocks. Right, have they added new ones for SVs at all? No. A shame. That is a shame, isn't it? It's not amazing, to be honest with you. But I think it's just going to have to do, really. That looks like garbage. Okay, that just looks awful. What the hell is this? I mean, look at it. It's going to have a little wormy type look, but that just comes out a bit too far, doesn't it? Like one too far, I feel. So if we actually do bring this back one, yes, cock. That is what I just typed. Throw away the generators. Let's make something that's not that terrible. Do this, and we're also going to move everything we've done here at the front. It just needs to come back one. Just feel that's what needs to happen. Same down here. All of that can like that. Yeah, now if we start curving everything around, I think it will look a little bit better. And just to give it some more room on the inside, I think I might use these wall blocks instead. But yes, yeah, that's a little bit more proportional now, I feel. Plus, yeah. This is what I'm looking for. Alright. Preferring this just a little bit. That's the only thing. A little extra line there, but I feel like that's a little bit more proportional. Still looks like just ridiculous, but I don't know, I don't think I'm going to call this the armadillo. I think I might call it the maggot or something like that. It does look disgusting. It would be an appropriate name for something that is clearly so disgusting. And as for these, we are definitely going to go carbon substrate. Oh, we've got those down here. For now, I'm just going to block all that in. How am I going to do these? This is going to have to be something like that. Nope, it's not. What block is that? It's the half block, isn't it? So it's not going to be a half triangle. There we go. That's the one. And this needs to be a half block. A half block, please. Thank you. Be happy for that to be like so. Think so. Gonna have to be. And as for everything here, oh yeah, you're gonna be. You're gonna have to do the same sort of thing. That looks a bit much, no? Yeah, we can make it a little bit sleeker. There it is. There's There's 1 pixel where it lets us do it. There we go. That's it. Then we've got the half corner. It's not that. I just realised that. It is in fact something like this. There it is. That's the one. Alright, and now it's just filling in the gaps, like so. And then a little triangle, teeny triangle, where is it? That one? That's the... how... that is tiny. When would you use that? What is that for? Alright, so I think we need to round out here just a little bit, so that it's this angle the whole way across. Of course that doesn't mean I'm taking away a fair bit, or we need to bring this out a bit more. But yeah, it does look pretty ghastly, doesn't it? Okay, welcome back. I'm actually a lot happier with it now. I thought I'd quickly show it off. It's a little bit more normal looking. I've got rid of the whole top section, so it's pretty much completely flat apart from the little spiky bits here. Maybe I'll have that running along the top entirely, I'm not too sure. Yep, we've got these engines here. This looks a lot better. But I am thinking of maybe getting rid of the middle ones and putting them underneath, though we do have quite a bit of spare CPU. We've got 6 engines either side now, the 2 GATs. The only thing is we don't have a lot of thrusters going that way. I could probably change that. Put them here, I'm thinking. 5 that way, is that going to be enough? Probably not. I could probably put a couple of small ones here, because they won't really be in the... shouldn't be in the way. If we stand at the front here, then we do actually get... let's see, go along here, yeah. We do get temperature problems. But when you're actually sat in it, you're completely fine. So there is that. I'll work on that. As for the CPU, I've managed to get it all the way down to 13,653 by getting rid of a lot of the container extensions that we didn't need and putting in the bigger extensions instead. So that is something we can do. Let's actually take a quick look. Over here, we've got that's a thruster. So we can't put anything there. Very well. But yeah, as for the current weight that it can carry, 229 tons in this atmosphere, which I think is a 0.98 Gs. Not exactly amazing, so I think I'm obviously going to continue working on this. But yes, this is how it's turned out so far. I'm fairly happy. But yeah, more thrusters, more upward thrust I think is necessary. The GATs were 750 each. Obviously, I gave it 4 earlier, but I think 2 is all it needs. It's just to get rid of any drones that come wandering in on your salvage operation, essentially. So yeah, pretty satisfied with this. Anyway, next week will be probably the finished version of this, if it's not already in my weekly playthrough, which it probably is by then, maybe. And we will also continue to maybe redesign this. I'm not too sure. No, I've got a base that I'm currently working on. You'll probably see some of that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Yeah, and I will see you next week.